Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about the solution to the problem rotate string. We want to be able to tell if we can take the first string that we're given, perform some number of shifts, often called cyclic shifts, on that first string to get the second string. So it's a good idea, if you don't know how to solve a problem, to play with the operations that you're given, to look at what they actually do, and some basic things about this cyclic shift operation is that, first of all, when you perform 2 cyclic shifts or 3 cyclic shifts, this looks in a more general pattern. So let's say after 2 cyclic shifts we get A to the back, then B to the back, and we get some suffix of the original string and then the corresponding prefix of the original string. So this is like cutting a deck of cards. And if you are familiar with cutting a deck of cards, you of course know that performing 2 cuts is the same as performing a single cut. So essentially you want to be able to tell if any prefix, when moved to the back, the string resulting from it, if it's equal to the second string that we're given. Okay, so that's interesting. And what else can we do with that knowledge? Well, we can notice also that, of course, after performing the cyclic shifts, the number of times that's equal to the number of letters in the original word, we get back to the original word. And if we look at this whole thing, so the string that we got by performing those cyclic shifts as a single string, then any substring of length 4 is exactly one cyclic shift of the original string. So that means that when we have a string ABCD and then again ABCD, because this is the resulting string, this is just our original string concatenated with itself, any substring of length 4 is a cyclic shift. The first substring and the last substrings are equal, so there is some redundancy here. But either way, we know that every cyclic shift appears somewhere in this doubled string, which means that for us to be able to tell if we can cyclically shift the original string to get the other one, we can just look for the pattern, we can look for the goal string in this doubled string. And in Python we can just write goal in s plus s. So s plus s is s concatenated with itself. To check if some goal is a substring of that string, we just use the in operator. Also remember that in this problem we have to check for the lengths of both strings being equal. Of course, if the lengths of both strings are not equal, then there is no way for one to become equal to the other. The number of letters doesn't change when we cyclically shift. But it's important because goal can appear in this doubled string, even if the length is not correct. And we want both of those things to be true, so we just use the AND operator. We don't have to write any if statements or anything. We can just return the conjunction, the end of those two conditions. And that is this solution, probably the shortest solution, or at least the simplest, though there are of course other approaches that you can try for this problem that will also work.